So, when did you first experience consciousness in your life?
That's it depends on where you want to go. Um, because there's an explosion that tends to happen with that, and what that is the obliteration, if you will, or the dissolution of the boundaries that you thought were really there, and you find out that they're not. And so I always tell one of my original myth stories is the one where I grew up out in Corona in the dirt, but before that I was near the ocean in San Diego. And so my uncle and my grandparents would take me down to the water, and they would put me on boards, and I was an ocean kid. And then we moved to the orange groves in Corona, and I can tell you one of the features of the orange groves in Corona is there is no ocean. I don't care how much you wish it so, there's no ocean out there. So I felt it in my own story completely cut off. And one day I'm looking up the street and I see this head bobbing down the street, right? And I can't figure out what the hell's going on, but I know something's going on. And I look, and here this kid comes, and I look down, and for all the world, what I see is a surfboard on wheels. And in that moment, what happened in my story was this sense of, oh man, you know what? I could surf the world, because I had a relationship to the surfboard and the board and being in the water, and I knew that that was complete freedom. That the sense of that, complete freedom. Now all of a sudden, you give me a land-based version of that, and the entire story of Alan exploded in that moment. And all there was nothing. And I'm only, 10 or 11 years old? Now, I didn't have the intellect to regroup and kind of understand what was going on, but certainly it happened in that moment. That was that original myth story pushing up through the woods, coulds, and shoulds, if you will.